Hi, this is James. Full name James Paul White. This is a little bit different because this is actually an assignment for a class that I'm taking at Liberty. Um, I do plan on doing a video responding to Free Thinking uh, Ministries tomorrow, but or probably Saturday. What I'm going to do tonight is talk about why Western civilization is relevant. This is an assignment I have to do for my class. So for the normal people that watch my channel, if it seems a little different, it is. I believe in Western civilization today is relevant for three important reasons. Number one, uh, there's always going to be a us versus them mentality in human beings, and we're no different today than we were back then. Number two, the West is influenced by Rome. Well, I'll talk more in detail here in a second. And number three, the Greek ideal of liberty still exists today. So, my first point, us versus them mentality. This comes from the article, What is Western Civilization? And quote from here says, on the other hand, the same writers note that by about 700 AD, in a place of a united Rome, there were three successor civilizations that stood as rivals: the Byzantine, the Islamic, and the Western Christian. So people today still have that us versus them mentality. It's capitalism versus communism. It's Christianity versus Islam. It's there's a lot of things going on. So my second point is the West is influenced by Rome, and the East was influenced by the Byzantine, which honestly, a lot of the Middle East, what we refer to as the Middle East, is influenced by Islam now. In an article from the American Conservative, he quotes historian Christopher Dawson, who said this tradition is entirely different from the influence of the pagan culture, which continued to exist in a submerged conscious form, for it affected those elements in Christian society which were most consciously and completely Christian, like the monasteries and Episcopal schools. Consequently, it is impossible to study Christian culture without studying classical culture also. St. Augustine takes us back to Cicero and Plato and Plotinus. St. Thomas takes us back to Aristotle. Dante takes us back to Statius and Virgil, and so on, throughout the course of Western Christian culture. And the same is true of Eastern Christendom in its Byzantine form, though this only reaches Russia, secondhand and infrequently. But the same is true of theology, at least of its more advanced study. The whole of the theological literature of Catholic Christendom, both East and West, is so impregnated by classical influences that we cannot read the Greek and Latin fathers or even scholastic and 17th century theologians without some knowledge of classical literature and philosophy. And that's even true today, where there are some that are saying that you cannot understand theology without reading St. Aquinas. Number three, the Greek ideal of liberty still exists today. I don't know why I put my laptop down. Full disclosure, I'm a little frustrated because I put my articles on my Remarkable, and I had to use my Remarkable to put my notes, and so I'm having to use my laptop to read the articles. So it is what it is. First world problems, right? From an article called Who Put the West in Western Civilization, it says this. Today, of course, we do not put much confidence in Geography Morales. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But for all objections that can be raised against Rhodius or Aristotle, their intuitions proved historically right. The Greek ideal of liberty differed from that of surrounding peoples. For the Greeks, the virtue of self-control makes us fit to rule and to obey the rule of law. In order order in the soul answers to order in the world. The idea has flourished in the West as nowhere else. Indeed, it was only as the inhabitants of the cold climate of Europe centuries later made that idea into their own that the West was set on its characteristic course. So, those are my 3 points. I do thank you for those who are my regular subscribers for your patience. I had to put this online, and so I put it on this channel and not my normal. I mean, this isn't my normal content, but I thank you for your patience. If you're watching and you're one of my classmates, please don't count the beginning minute and the last minute against me. I'm just trying to explain to the people that normally subscribe to this channel what I'm doing. So, but if you are new, please hit like and subscribe. And I hope you have a great day. And like I said, Saturday, I will deal with a video from Free Thinking Ministries. They said a lot of weird things, and I have to address it. So until then, I hope you have a great day. And as always, God bless.